Sick. Hello, everyone, and welcome to... Who is this affiliated with? Is this affiliated with... Thank you, Chrissy.
Good episode production, I guess.
Yeah, is this a Song of Babies and Puppies production, or is it just like
There's
general good
no
episode
Game of Thrones
production?
content in this one.
Okay, I'm fine calling this like good episode production, expanded family of content.
I think that works.
Okay, so happy October, everyone, and welcome to Funkoween 2020 Funko Spooktacular. You're now entering the spooky zone.
And just hearing the music, of course.
Yeah, just some fun music for dramatic purposes.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very exciting when I watch the VOD and finally find out how spooky it was.
Yeah, it's pretty spooky. People who are listening right now are like, "Damn, I can barely hear Janos over the spooky music that's playing through my speakers." No looking at the slide preview. That's illegal.
Maybe you need to go full screen.
Yeah, I am. Okay.
Also, your name is still on.
Yeah, I know. It's fine. They all know what my full name is at this point, I think. Okay.
Yeah, just a little preview for the for those who look to the side. There's some fun stuff coming up tonight. What are we doing here, Chaz?
Doing on this in general.
Just on this planet, yeah. Let's get into it.
Well, today I'm sitting at my desk and I'm about to start my Funko Pop stream that I do with you, my friend Janos.
That's me.
Next to me is Translucent Melisandre. She's watching over everything I do and blessing it with her presence. As for your call, she was the winner of our Game of Thrones Funko Pop streams last time. And I think it was deserved because she's beautiful and looks like a strawberry lollipop.
Very beloved. I think we single-handedly drew more attention to Translucent Melisandre Funko Pop than anyone has ever before.
I'm pretty sure no one has ever paid so much attention to one particular Funko Pop.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, honestly, we should be getting paid.
Funko.
Yeah.
If you want to sponsor one of our future streams, just reach out.
We'd probably get like a list of things we aren't allowed to say about the Funko Pops. They'd be like, in order to sponsor you, you are not allowed to call the Funko Pops disgusting or horrific or ugly. Yeah. So
we are not allowed to wish bad things upon famous people who might be sick right now.
Yeah, you cannot say, I wish that a particular person would die of coronavirus. Because if you did that, that would be against terms of services, so...
They're working on his Funko Pop right now.
They're working on his Funko Pop. The Funko Pop, it is coughing. It's in a little hospital bed. It's hooked up to an IV drip. It's on steroids. Don't worry about it.
The last time we did this was in summer, and we did every single Game of Thrones Funko Pop, which is, in retrospect, one of the more interesting decisions we made in our lives, but it's fine. Turned out great.
Since then, we've decided to write a novel as part of the Patreon of one of our podcasts, so I think that's worse, but I do think it was very funny that we did, like, over 120 Funko Pops.
Yep. This time we have a little less. This time we're gonna talk about the spookiest Funko Pops that I was able to find.
Is it just the Stannis Funko Pop over and over again?
It's just the Stannis Funko Pop, yeah. There was one, so I compiled them from like different like Halloween Funko Pop lists. Like there was like one from a Funko Pop store.
Yeah.
Where they listed the like Halloween collection. But I found like some of them that seemed to be missing but needed to be here, so I added some, and I also took out some of those where I thought this is not interesting stream fodder, because there were also like they included every single Stranger Things Funko Pop.
We don't want that.
Those were like just normal kids, so I took out all the Stranger Things ones.
Yeah, there's nothing spooky about a child with no teeth. It's just a child, you
Exactly.
know?
Just a child. It's just a child with like a big baseball cap.
Is
You
there
know,
anything spookier than a child, actually, when you think about it?
now that
Because
you're
every
saying
child
it,
has the potential to grow up to be like,
yeah.
a historically terrible monster. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe
Yeah,
the
the potential.
potential the
You're
potential of a
right.
child is the scariest thing
I
of all.
think I think the only thing that might be even more scary is cum.
Just as a
Because it's still
concept.
child.
Uh huh. Okay.
Anyway, we don't have child Funko Pops. We don't have semen Funko Pops.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's in production. So
It's also a little too spooky, right? Like, so we don't want to scare away our watchers.
yeah, we don't want to be too spooky because this is family friendly. This is a family
Yes.
friendly Funko Pop Spooktacular.
Are you in
Um,
the spooky mood right now, Chaz?
am I in the spooky mood? The thing is that I'm always in the spooky mood.
Uh-huh.
I was born spooky. I'll die spooky. Most people die spooky, but I'll die especially spooky. So I'm gonna
What's
go with yeah.
your what would be your ideal death?
Um,
Like spookiness wise. I think you actually tweeted something about it, right? Like,
I think I did, which is very funny, and I have no memory of what I said. Did we talk about this? And I said I wanted to be killed by oh, I do remember. I said I wanted to be killed by Darren Criss.
uh-huh.
Like
That sounds right.
like wearing the jean jacket from his wedding. I think that's just like I don't know, the ultimate way to go. I'm pretty spooky in my opinion, so
That's pretty good.
okay. So how many Funko Pops do we have ahead of us today?
We have 32 ahead of us today,
Mm,
which is half of all of them.
yeah.
I have compiled 64, so we're gonna do 32 today. Then we're gonna do another one for the other 32, and then we might be able to do like the rest of the bracket in one stream because we've already seen all of them. We'll
Mm.
see.
Yeah, because I
But
don't
for
want to.
today,
Although it was fun to do like 5 hours of Game of Thrones Funko Pop
at least.
content, I think, we don't want to kill the joke to the point where I think 10 hours of Funko Pop content is probably over egging it a bit, We have to come up with a new thing.
I mean, this is kind of a new thing because it's not Game of Thrones anymore, so.
Yeah, but it's still Funko Pops. Listen, you can only say so much about Funko Pops. And I don't want to ruin my legacy by making too many sequels.
Yeah, this is gonna be the disappointing sequel, which fits to the horror theme or the spooky theme for today, because
Chrissy says, what if they were called Spunko Pops?
sure, yeah, what if they were called Funko Pops?
What if they were called Spunko Pops and you could unscrew their head and they were filled with lubricant? This is just an idea that I had. Okay. Like, like
Alright,
those
that's nice.
comedy, like the sort of novelty shampoo bottles where it's got like a head and you unscrew it. Yeah, like
Uh-huh.
that. Okay. First, so do we have like a rubric or are we going with like instinct?
Uh, let's actually look at the first matchup and then we can decide.
Okay. I am clicking through to our first matchup, which is Doctor Who, The Silence Funko Pop Vinyl, and 116 Creature from the Black Lagoon.
I already forgot that I put Doctor Who the Silence in it. Okay.
First of all, Silence. In theory, a good villain.
In theory, yes. It was a good villain for like the first episode it appeared on.
Yes, like much of Doctor Who, its initial idea was pretty good, and then it was ruined by just keeping going.
It was ruined by Stephen Moffat being too much up his own ass about his own creations.
Like many things.
Yes.
This is it's an interesting textural Funko,
I will
stuff
say I
going
will
on.
agree with you on that. Yes.
Yes,
There's some interesting like horror textures.
Yeah.
That we're gonna encounter. I'm not even sure I like the Silence's design on the show anyway, because it's just Slender Man.
It is just it is Slender Man, but with like the creepy guy from Pan's Labyrinth, like on top of it.
Yeah.
I do like that it's wearing a suit, even if that is just a Slenderman ripoff.
It is.
In general, the whole thing is kind of a Slenderman ripoff. God, such hacks. Yeah. Meanwhile,
best show on television.
This creature from the Black Lagoon, big fan.
Big fan. I love him.
I love his, like, the folds of his face. I love his little open mouth. I love his little hands. Feet, good. Many toes.
It's just a friend.
It's just a friend. Friend-shaped. You know, this is really a Funko Pop you could, like, make friends with.
Does it scare you?
Is that what we're thinking? Do they have to be scary or do they have to be good?
I think they have to be good.
Okay.
I think they need to like fit somehow into the scary, spooky motive, right? But you can have like a good kind of spook, right? Like you have, where you just like get this tingling feeling of, oh, I'm spooked.
Is that what that is?
Way.
Okay.
I don't know. It could be many things.
Yeah, so I think, in my opinion, this one is got to be the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see if I can update the bracket in real time. Okay, this works.
Rena says, what if it was Slanterman and he is a regular man who does libel? Pretty good.
Frankenstein versus Edgar Allan Poe with skull.
Is Edgar Allan Poe, like, scary?
He has a skull.
He does have a skull, but he's just a guy, you know?
I feel like he was pretty scary in real life.
I think he was in love with a 13-year-old. Which
is
pretty scary.
He also wrote pretty scary stories.
Yeah. He wrote pretty scary stories about how weird it is to be in love with a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you know, there's a raven and it goes nevermore.
That's pretty scary.
Also, Mask of the Red Death, nothing to do with the current situation. I know I've been saying this, but, you know.
I think it's important to repeat over and over again that Mask of the Red Death has nothing to do with the current situation.
It has nothing to do with the current situation. It's just a fun story about some people having a party. On the other hand, this Frankenstein is very smooth to me.
It's too smooth.
Oh, it's too smooth. Why is it so smooth?
They really phoned it in with this Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
It even says Frankenstein and not Frankenstein's monster, which like every 13-year-old knows that, you know, Frankenstein is the name of the doctor.
Yeah, it's like Frankenstein is the name of the doctor, but true wisdom is knowing that Frankenstein is the real monster.
I'm feeling so smug right now.
I know, I'm feeling pretty smart. This is just like when we started talking about Walter Benjamin last time. He's just got like a little scar on his head. You know, you see Frankenstein, you're expecting stitches. Like, yeah. I don't want to ask for too much, but you see Frankenstein, you're like, he's stitches. He's got little stitches. He's made of body parts, you know?
Yeah. This Frankenstein is just made of goo.
He's just a green guy. Yeah. He looks like Scooby-Doo the Creeper, which is just a green guy.
Slime cube Frankenstein.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is like, he's also got a perfectly square head. This could be just a Minecraft monster, you know?
He's also like so unenthused about what's happening. Like he's like, 8 a.m. let's get up and go out to spook a little bit.
I think he wants some coffee. He's like, please, may I have some coffee? I'm so tired. I just came back to life this morning and it's too early.
Mm-hmm. I have no mouth, but I need coffee.
Me too. Okay, I'm noticing like a little silver bit on his hair. Oh, is that his spooky like white stripe?
I think it's a spooky white stripe.
It's just, it's got no impact. It just looks like they made a printing mistake.
Yeah. It is also on the drawing on the box, so it needs to be intentional, but still.
Yeah.
His clothing is also so boring.
It is not.
What's he wearing?
Great. It's just like prison. I don't know. It's like I guess it's meant to be corpse clothes. This is what the condemned criminal was killed in before coming back to life, but like it's not got a lot. See, so neither of these are like I'm particularly enamored by.
Yeah.
I'm like, do I like Edgar Allan shit or Franken wine? That's right. These are some good puns. This is why they pay me their big bucks.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Ah, nice. Pretty good. And Edgar... I can't think of anything. Okay.
Edgar shitting and farting Poe. It's not even a pun. Edgar Anal Poe.
So, very nice. So which of these are you leaning towards?
So, I will tell you... I will give a small spoiler. We're gonna see another Frankenstein, not just one, and we're also gonna see one more Edgar. So either of these is a bad choice.
Edgar is so nice they printed him twice.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with the Frankenstein, I guess.
Yeah, let's go with Frankenstein.
Thank you, Ali. Well...
See, he has a flower this time.
Oh my god.
This is the good shit.
This is the good shit. He's just the same, but he has a flower now. Which I would say is superior. And it does make me think of Young Frankenstein by Mel Brooks, the best Frankenstein movie.
It's your favorite movie?
It is one of my favorite movies, yeah. It's just some Chaz knowledge for all those Chaz heads out there.
And then we have Scream Ghostface.
We have Scream Ghostface. I guess this is the monster from Scream, right?
It's the monster from Scream, yeah. It's just a guy. I think it's Jughead's dad from Riverdale.
Oh, that's kind of hot.
Yeah. I have not seen Scream.
Neither have I. I think I should.
I have seen one of the scary movies where they parodied it, so...
That's basically, like...
So I've basically seen
Scream,
yeah.
yeah.
Because he was also wearing this mask, but he made a funny fart or something.
I thought Scream was already like a kind of a horror pastiche.
Scream was already a pastiche as far as I know, yeah.
So then they just like made a bad parody of a pastiche of horror movies.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like making a comedy podcast about comedy books. Who would do that?
People who make bad content. Listen, our content is commentary. It's not
I think his Ghostface is like kind of cute though.
Yeah, I like him. I think I'm going with Ghostface, but if we wanted to discuss more, I like his little knife with liquids on, as we know it's a good thing for Funko Pops to have.
Yes, especially for a spooky Funko Pop, you gotta have some blood on them.
Yeah, I think if I'm looking at horror Funko Pops, ones with blood on is probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although there's gonna be a pretty bad one later, but I don't know if it's gonna be today.
Is it like a Carrie one?
We'll see.
Okay.
The Frankenstein also, like, just to talk about it a bit more, the scar is a little bit more prominent than on Frankenstein Vanilla, but still doesn't make an impact enough. And the hair bit is like even worse.
Yeah, it still just looks like a printing error.
Why is this flower so tiny? Like, this flower is like such a little thing to add. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of this Frankenstein, I have to say.
I guess it's sort of nice, he's got like a nice flower.
Yeah.
But
yeah, this is like your monster boyfriend.
Yeah. But like, I'd want one that's a bit, more textural.
Yeah. Also, it's kind of, I don't know. It's not even necessarily a monster boyfriend I would like to have. Like, he's too much of a nice guys who respect girls type.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Okay, let's
Okay,
go with cream.
let's go. Ooh.
Going to
Um,
report the score.
Now
Who's
I'm
this?
seeing a bit of your influence
Okay.
here. I'm seeing a bit of Janos
Uh-huh.
bias.
Uh-huh. This is
Like
the twisted
not to call you out or
Janos touch
anything.
I added to this.
I'm seeing a bit of the Janos touch. Um, Known minions like her.
Yeah, so there's a Halloween Minions series, which is like 5 or 6 Halloween themed minions where they dress up as classic Universal monsters.
Mm-hmm.
I put all of them in, so
All of them.
all of them.
How many is all of them?
It's like 4 or 5, I don't know.
Okay.
It's
Not
not
like a
that
whole
many. It's not
line.
more.
Not like 20.
No, no, no. Only the monster themed. We have an invisible man here who is not invisible.
He's not invisible. I can see him.
Yeah,
I mean, I know that's the whole
but it's
point of the
pretty cool
Invisible
looking.
Man. Which one is this? Is this from the classic Invisible Man film, or is this
Yeah,
like, yeah, okay, that's all right. I quite like his glasses.
it's good. I like that movie. It's pretty funny. Like it's I think out of the like classic monster movies, it's the one that was like intended as more of a comedy. So there's like some fun scenes in it, and like the monster design is supposed to be like tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also very impressive effects where he turns invisible for a movie out of the 1930s.
Yeah, they didn't have invisibility yet at that time.
Yeah.
They were still working on developing the technology.
Yeah, first they needed to it was like they didn't even have sound, so invisibility obviously just came after that.
But invisibility is like the absence of something, where sound is
Yeah.
like having something, so you think it'd be
Uh-huh.
easier to do invisibility than sound.
No, but that's an interesting question because they had absence of sound in the original movies. I like to call them films. I like to call movies that were made before they invented sound films because I'm like that.
Oh wow, I love that film.
Uh-huh.
Wow, what a classic film. I love the art of film. Yes, okay. I see where you're going.
Yeah, I hate when they're like in these modern flicks, in these movies, there's like so many sounds and colors. I hate that.
Yeah. Bring it back to like the original bare bones, like good stuff, you know?
Yeah, you don't even
Images.
properly get scared when a train is about to come out of the movie
Listen,
screen.
if I see a train coming out of a tunnel, I'm laughing and
Uh-huh.
I'm clapping and I'm like, now this is film.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting off topic at this point. But
Uh-huh. How do you like this minion? Why is it called Creature Mel? I guess it's supposed to be the creature from the Black Lagoon as a minion.
is the minion called Mel? I don't know anything
I
about
guess.
minions.
I only know, the classic minions are Bob, Stuart, and Kevin, of course, as we all know. But this is Mel. I don't know who that is.
This is Mel.
This is
It's a
Mel.
guy. He's
It's
got one
just a
eye.
minion. It's fine.
It's just a minion. He's like a grumpy minion, and he's the
Yeah, I
creature from
think
the
this is the
Black
grumpy
Lagoon.
minion. This is the one that's on the "Don't Talk to Me Before I Had My Coffee" memes.
All right, so again, we come back to coffee.
I guess it's a theme.
I guess it's kind of a theme of this stream, a stream theme.
There's,
Um,
you know, I don't remember a scene in any classic monster movie where they give the monster coffee. So I guess that's why they turned out like that.
yeah, they'd be less grumpy if they'd had their coffee. They would have been like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you don't want to meet me before I have my coffee," and that's all monsters. And then if they had their coffee, they'd just be nice.
Yeah, but this is the tragedy of it, right? Because society is not understanding of them, so they're like, scary monster, we need to torch them when they actually just want to have their coffee.
Yeah, just give them the coffee.
They won't even let them in the coffee shops.
That's just offensive.
That's pretty fucked up.
That is very fucked up.
Which one of these do we like more?
I think the creature.
Yeah, okay. One win for the minions.
Yeah, but don't get used to it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. This is the
Okay.
last Edgar, I promise, but not the last clown.
Okay, that's good. You know I love a clown.
So this is Killer Clowns from Outer Space Shorty. Uh, let me see if I can find, because some of these Funko Pops have like some descriptive text, and I have
Okay.
not seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I don't know about you.
I have not, no. It seems like something I should see, but I have not seen it.
Do you like Killer Clowns?
Um, mm,
Like, basically the question is it like
it's
clown
sort of
libel?
anti-clown propaganda,
Yeah.
which I'm not the biggest fan of. You know, I, as an ambassador of the clown community, I want to really shore up the reputation of clowns and
Hmm.
make them beloved by the mainstream as they once were. Um,
So the description to Shorty out of Killer Clowns from
but
Outer
I like to
Space
see him.
says, it says Shorty the Clown, the smallest to appear in the film, but not in the entire clown squad. That title is held by Tiny, who remains unseen throughout the film. Where do we know this? How do I how?
There's a clown squad. There's like all different ones. I've got to see this
Yeah,
movie.
with green hair coming out of his head and a yellow suit, introduced by Rudy and Jumbo when walking to the Crescent Cove. And this is about 3 3/4 inches tall, if you need that information.
You see, I love that. I love that it's small. I love that it's a clown. I like its little
The
boxing
shortest of
gloves.
the clowns in the movie. So that's
And
got to mean something.
yeah, there's an even smaller clown. I do love really small things.
Yeah.
Um,
Is that like really small things and really big things?
yes.
Yeah.
I just don't like average size things. I'm like, why would you make this average size?
Yeah.
I want it to be big or I want it to be small.
Whereas this Edgar doesn't even try. Like the previous one at least had a skull, which is scary. This one just has like a black bird, and I'm being told in like high school English class that this is a very scary poem. Whatever. It's just a
It's like,
bird. Fuck
oh,
off.
it's the bird. The bird represents death and how you can't come
Uh,
back from it. Oh,
a bird is
oh, mortality is
speaking. Like,
represented
what
by
is
a
this? A
black
Disney movie?
bird. So original, Edgar.
Yeah.
Ooh, symbolizes the death of my beloved girlfriend who was probably 13. Um,
God damn it.
God damn it.
Let's look a little bit more at this clown because these Killer Clowns Funkos have such interesting like face textures, I
Yeah.
think. Because usually we have the like classic um roundish Funko face. What form is this even? The
But
classic Funko form. You
they're
know the
normally
one I
like a
mean.
square,
Yeah.
like a rounded square.
Yeah, square with rounded edges. Yeah, yeah. Whereas this one just goes nutty with it.
Kind of does, yeah.
I also love his little belly. Uh, I love the. Are they like boxing gloves? What is he?
Yeah, yeah, they're
What
like
are they?
boxing gloves. They're like comedy boxing gloves.
Pretty cool.
I think
Uh,
it's
it's
gotta
gotta be
be
Shorty.
Shorty, the killer clown.
Yeah.
I'm upset that they spelled clowns wrong, but that's fine. You know, we all have flaws,
Maybe
we all
they're
make
just
mistakes.
misunderstood.
Yeah, they got
Maybe they're
confused.
just called killer clowns. I am putting my foot down here. I think the killer clowns from outer space are just misunderstood.
I think they just wanted to visit and make people laugh, but they don't understand Earth humor, so they probably accidentally kill some people.
Yeah.
They
But
were
it's
like,
very
"Oh,
funny.
you can't get punched in the face so hard you go through a wall," and not just laugh that off and be like, "Haha, good joke."
I bet it's very funny. I bet they're
I'm
just funny little clowns.
I'm queuing up this movie. I'm gonna watch it at some point. I will see it and
Hey, yeah.
I will make a judgment. Okay. Some choices here.
Uh-huh.
Putting it out there, I love the movie Hocus Pocus. Great
Good.
movie.
I haven't seen it, so
You
I was
haven't seen
hoping you
Hocus
have.
Pocus? Of course I've seen Hocus Pocus. Some great witch content.
Nice.
Some great actresses doing some great stuff.
Great witchery.
Yeah.
I
Witches,
do like the look of these.
zombies, cat that talks. It's a perfect movie.
Yeah.
Whereas this Dalek, fuck off.
Dalek sex.
Dalek
It's
sex.
not even. How is this a Funko Pop? This is just a Dalek toy. There's no like round head on it. There's no. We don't have the like classic Funko Pop form that we've come to expect from them.
No.
Which is, I know on previous streams we have been complaining about how they all look the same, but they do still have to look at least recognizably Funko Pop-ish. Like, I can't put this on my table and people are not going to compliment me for, nice Funko Pop, which I want to hear. They're going to say, oh, a Dalek.
It is confusingly detailed for a Funko Pop.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of, like, rivets and shit going on here. It's almost showing up the other Funko Pops by how detailed it is. It's like, this is the potential that Funko Pops could have. But just don't. So for that reason, I'm ashamed of it, and I can't look at it because it will taint my opinions of the other Funko Pops.
It reminds us of our sins, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Sort of like a Memento Mori, but like Memento Funko.
And it is like a pretty well done Dalek toy, to be honest.
It is pretty well done. I just don't think Daleks are that spooky.
I mean, some of the old Dalek episodes were pretty good, like from the 70s, but...
Yeah.
Actually, there was like one good episode with Tom Baker, and then after that, they should have stopped.
Yeah. I agree. They should have just never brought back Doctor Who, and that would have been...
What can you tell me about Winifred from Hocus Pocus?
I can tell you that she's played by Bette Midler.
I love that.
Yeah, which is great. She's very funny. She sings... I Put a Spell on You at a karaoke, and it literally puts a spell of everyone in the club.
Oh, that rules.
Yeah.
Also, she's flying on this.
Yeah, she flies a broomstick. She's definitely the best one out of the Hocus Pocus witches, followed by Sarah Jessica Parker Witch, who's also pretty good. And I can never remember who plays the third one, so that's how little impact she has. But Winifred, pretty good witch.
And we're gonna see the other witches too, so don't worry.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to go with Hocus Pocus over Dalek.
I also think like we gotta have some witches in our Halloween Funko stream.
It's embarrassing not to.
Yeah, they're like classic spook content, and it would be. I think people would rightfully cancel us if we didn't have any. So
yeah. The witch community would be on our backs.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't want to get on their bad side.
I don't want to get internet cursed. No, I don't want some TikToker to put a spell on me.
God. That's how they would do it, huh?
I've seen it.
Oh my God.
Yes. Thank you, Ali. Please don't hex me. So we got a fun Dracula and a fun little Oogie Boogie. Now, anyone who knows me very well knows that I love The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, great.
Big fan.
Because there's like 50 Nightmare Before Christmas Funko Pops.
Oh dear.
I had to select a few of them to put on here.
Yeah.
I can't put all of them in.
The biggest Nightmare Before Christmas crime was like the hot topification of Nightmare Before Christmas. For which I blame Blink-182, because it's their fault. Really inexplicable. So there would be a lot of Funko Pops because of their like hot topic associations.
Yeah. Although this isn't a hot topic special, this one.
No, so this is just a normal Oogie Boogie.
Just vanilla Oogie Boogie. Oogie Boogie is also like one of the standout characters to me.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh no, he's great.
His song is great.
His song's great. I like that he's green here because he's only really green when the light that shines on him is green. He's like a burlap sack, but like I appreciate that they're going for the green version, and he's got the little dice, which I enjoy.
Chris is calling you out for saying Blink-182.
Why? What am I not to say? Blink-182? Fuck that.
I don't know. I don't want to be involved in in this fandom debate.
Blink 182. I have,
Yeah.
I
Blink
don't know.
minus 182.
Blink. I was trying to think of Roman numerals, but I can't do it that fast. No, Ali.
CDXXX11. Yeah, no, I. There we go. I think this Oogie Boogie has great detail also on his face. I love the grin. I love the dice.
Okay.
It's just
I like the dice.
182 apparently. Whatever. It's not your stream, Chrissy.
Listen, Chrissy. This is, once you enter the stream, you're entering Chazland. This is my domain over which I rule with a fist of iron and the ability to call anything I want, anything I want.
Yeah, there's no canonical. This is.
I do call it 2020. What would you call it?
I would definitely also have called them 182.
Yeah.
I did not know that this was a thing to say 182.
No, 182 is 18. It's 100. Wait, what did I? I can't even remember what I said now. It's Blink 182. That's just what it's called. I'm pretty sure. More importantly,
Dracula.
Thank you, Chrissy. Yeah, this Dracula, he's like very much in the classic Halloween costume strain of Draculas.
Yes.
He's got his little medallion. He's got his cape. He's a bit blue.
Yes, he has DreamWorks eyebrows.
DreamWorks eyebrows, Widow's Peak, all the classic mainstays of the Dracula genre.
He has a mouth.
He's got a mouth. He's got teeth, which is good.
He's got teeth. This motherfucker has teeth.
He's got them vampire teeth, which is good. You can't have a vampire Funko and it not have vampire teeth.
You might have. We might have one or two later.
I am upset by that, and I'm gonna get mad if I see them. I hope you're prepared for me to get mad.
I agree with you. It's a little too much classic Halloween costume, but I do love the facial expression he's having. Like I love how corny he looks because that's Dracula to me.
Yeah, he's a corny guy. He's like, I'm the vampire, do not drink wine. You know, that's what Dracula's like.
Yeah, he just did a very. He just phoned in. Oh, fuck off, Evan.
Evan's in the chat. Evan's fighting back.
Jesus Christ! I'm not allowed to look at chat.
Yeah, don't look at the chat. They're trying to distract us from more important works. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Oogie Boogie.
I think Evan is on our side.
Yeah,
then it's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry for being mad about it, Evan. You're right, of course.
Yeah.
It's getting away from us. I also love the pose that Dracula is doing here. There's this. It's not really like the action we were talking about a lot in the Game of Thrones streams, but it's more like this half-hearted action that I love to see from Dracula.
I don't like the way his hands are coming out. I'm gonna put it out there. This Dracula is a pervert.
I mean, isn't he canonically?
That's true. That is true. That is the point of the book Dracula.
Yeah.
But even so, I don't think this one is like a fun pervert. He's just weird.
Is the Oogie Boogie a pervert?
Yeah, but in a good way.
I'm leaning towards Oogie Boogie.
I'm going Oogie Boogie. I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry. There'll be other vampires, but there won't be another.
There'll be more.
Burlap sack man even. Full of bugs. Excellent character design. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Not Tim Burton. Whoever did Nightmare Before Christmas. Tim Burton took credit.
Yeah. This is
Metaluna Mutant, everyone's favorite Universal movie monster. I have no idea who this is.
What is this from? It's so blue. It's so veiny. I want to know what I'm gonna just Google quickly what.
It's like a monster movie from the 50s, apparently.
Okay. No, but I'm loving the original design.
It's incredible.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Can you
Should I
put it up
Google
on
it?
screen for a
Yeah,
second?
I was gonna have a little. Font?
What do you
Wow,
know about
that's
her?
not what I wanted.
One of the many alien monsters had captured
Ooh.
Area 52 in Looney Tunes back in action. This is not gonna be the original.
Ooh.
Oh no, the Wikipedia just fucked up. Okay.
I can see the Funko Pop is
Uh,
one of the things that comes up, but like, ooh, wow. I love this
so
guy.
good. This is such a great design. I love this.
This guy would hold my hand. I'm putting it out there. With his claw.
I bet this guy would give a great hug.
Yeah. It would be kind of damp, but it. Ooh, okay.
No, but
You
in a
see,
good
she
way.
loves it.
I tapped over. Oh yeah. Oh, she's so into it. Oh my god.
He seems caring. I think this is like nice. I think this is like. They're friends. This is great. I love this
Yeah.
guy. Oh,
They're
where
just.
am I? Okay. I think I'm a fan of the Metaluna mutant.
I consider me officially converted. I came into this saying I have no idea who Metaluna Mutant is, but now I'm like full on Team Metaluna, which is a shame because I think Child's Play 2 Chucky is also really good.
It is pretty good, quite small.
He has a
Um,
knife, but no blood on it, so that's already.
it's got no blood. This Chucky Funko Pop hasn't killed.
He does look like an evil child, though, which we famously love.
It's from Child's Play 2, which is like, how do we feel
Why is
about
it
the
from Child's
sequel?
Play 2? I don't get it. Why didn't they make it just Chucky Child's Play?
What, the second one?
No, I mean the Funko Pop.
Oh, Child's Play 2 Chucky Funko Pop. I guess because it's like a specific Child's Play 2, because I don't think the first one has a scar. I think it looks more
Oh, maybe, yeah.
like a little,
I
like
guess
a little doll.
the scar is a good look
Yeah,
on
of
cast as I like to
I'm a
call
big fan
him.
of the Bride of Chucky.
You're gonna see the Bride of Chucky.
I'm just hold on. I'm very worried about my Google search history coming up because I spent a lot of time looking for cursed images yesterday to make a podcast video. Look at this lady.
Yeah.
Goth GF forever.
Tiffany Valentine.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah, she's very good.
But
Big
how do you
fan of
feel
her.
about Chucky?
See, look at this Chucky. Don't love this guy.
Oh, this is so fucked up. Oh, what an evil child.
A very evil child.
I would not gift this doll to my children, even if I hated them.
Yeah.
This is not a child's play. I'm gonna Neil deGrasse Tyson this and say, child's play? This is not a good play for a child.
Actually, I would think for a child, you'd want them to play with something that is less murderous. Maybe something like a Furby.
Maybe like a My Little Pony toy.
Like a pleasant horse, but that will also make them grow up to be,
Like a
into horses.
Star Wars action figure, I guess.
Yeah, Star Wars. You want them to get started on brand recognition early.
Yeah,
That's what I
exactly.
think.
You want to preach them the word of the Disney monopoly as soon as possible.
If your child doesn't like all the intellectual property that you liked as a child, then you should probably put them up for adoption.
Yeah, you should probably like strike them out of your will immediately.
Okay, how many more
I love all
matches?
the tweets that are like, I am forcing my child to watch blank.
I'm forcing my child to watch blank. They hate it. They're having a bad time. They cry, but eventually this will make them more lovable to me.
Forcing my children to watch fucking Ace Ventura 2 When Nature Calls, so that they get to experience the funny racism.
Yeah, don't do that to your child. My parents did make me watch Spaceballs, which I did enjoy. So
Yeah, did you watch that before you got hooked on Young Frankenstein?
I don't.
Were you seeking out Mel Brooks as an author, or did you just like accidentally stumble on them?
I think I didn't even know really that they were the same because I was quite young when we saw them. So we had Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs, and Young Frankenstein. And then it was only as I got a bit older that I started to think of Mel Brooks as an author and then go searching out his work and then
And then you watched.
I watched The Producers and I watched The History of the World Part 1.
That classic. Dracula, Dead or Alive.
The Hitchcock one, what's it called?
Oh, fucking. That's a great question. Probably not very good, right?
I don't remember a lot from it. It wasn't in his top movies, to be honest.
I think his best. Did you watch the Producers, the movie, the Producers, the movie, the musical, the movie?
Yes.
Is it any good?
People will tell you not. When I watched it as a child, I was like, this is really funny. It's funny because gay.
It's called Dracula, Dead and Loving It. That's what it's called. 11%
okay.
on Rotten Tomatoes. Robin Hood Men in Tights. What the fuck?
Oh, I love Robin Hood Men in Tights is great. That's a great movie.
Life Stinks, one of the few Mel Brooks comedies that is not a parody, nor at any time does the film break the fourth wall. Sounds great.
Sounds lame. Why would I do that?
High Anxiety is the Hitchcock.
Oh, High Anxiety, that's it. You know, there's some real not great movies in that mix, but there's also some, classic film. Okay, which of these do you prefer?
Anyway, this is so hard. I love both of these.
I'm pro Metaluna Mutant because I think it's lovable, and I think Chucky is just not lovable.
Metaluna right now, Metaluna is fresh, exciting, brings a new energy.
I mean, it's from the 50s, so I'm not sure it's fresh, but it's new to us,
New to us. That's what counts. Also was in Looney Tunes, apparently.
And I love that.
Yes. Okay, let's...
Okay!
I see we've gotten to the good stuff.
Yeah, this is... maybe some of this is stretching the Halloween.
Listen, it was on the Halloween list.
A little bit. Spooky Sauron versus Spooky Bella Swan.
I love to dress up as Sauron for Halloween.
Yes.
Just put on a ton of apply my makeup and prosthetic skills for the funny mouth.
I don't even know. Is it armor or is this just what he looks like now?
I think it's just what he looks like now. No, I think it's armor and he has a disgusting face below it, right?
I don't know, actually. I have to watch the prequel series that's coming out in order to understand. Evan, no, don't tell people that.
That's not true. It's simply... That's libelous, and I won't stand for it.
That's libelous. Mods kick him from the stream. Yeah, you see, I love this Bella Swan Funko because she just looks way taller than any other Funko Pop.
She just stands there.
She's just really tall.
This is the least action a Funko Pop can do.
I kind of really like it, and I don't know why.
Yeah. No, I kind of agree. Oh yeah, good point, Rainer, because the new Amazon Lord of the Rings is gonna have sex and nudity in it, so...
Well, the young version of Sauron was, canonically really hot.
He had a huge schlongus, famously.
Well, no, I mean, he was hot. That was a thing. And he was beautiful, and then he got evil, and then he became ugly, because that's how it works.
Is he gonna be in Amazon Lord of the Rings?
I have no idea what it's about.
It's apparently takes place at Middle Earth before The Hobbit.
Yeah, it's meant to be the Second Age.
Yeah, whatever that is. I'm not a nerd, obviously, so I don't know what the Second Age is.
No, obviously. It's the time earlier. I can't remember what exactly happens in that age. It's
which one's gonna be worse, the Amazon Lord of the Rings sexy prequel or the House of Dragons Game of Thrones prequel?
I think the Lord of the Rings one will be worse for
Yeah.
culture.
I think so. I don't think anyone is gonna watch the House of Dragon.
I think the House of Dragon thing has the potential to be like secretly kind of good, but like no one will watch it.
I think it's gonna be like fine.
Yeah, it might be like interesting. Whereas I think the Lord of the Rings one, a lot of people are gonna watch it, and a lot of people are gonna get really angry.
I think so.
I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but not that often.
No, I think the Lord of the Ring show is definitely gonna be bad, and it's either gonna make people mad, or it's just gonna disappear from culture immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Like any of Cassandra Clare's TV series.
Yeah. Are we leaning towards Bella? Because I also really like her.
I'm leaning
She's
towards...
not scary.
I just like her. I just think she's neat.
Choosing Bella doesn't work with any of the rules we would establish for this, but I'm also leaning towards
well,
her, so
isn't she scary because she represents teen angst and also young adult fiction,
that's
which are both scary concepts.
Yeah.
So
she represents being horny but not really knowing what it is. So
I'm sorry, I have to go with Bella because Sauron is from Lord of the Rings, and we don't want any of that in our cool horror
generic.
stream.
I love how this could be like if it didn't have Bella Swan written on it, would you know who this is?
No, I'd be like, is she from True Blood?
Yeah. Oh, chat loves this decision. Listen, this is chapter 2. This isn't your grandpa's Funko Pop stream.
As I've said before, our entire role on this is to make chat as angry as possible. That's always been how we've run these things. So
yeah, like our previous
we'll die mad about it, I guess.
Series got like surprising amounts of praise and people loving it and watching it. So
we had a full 50 YouTube views.
Yeah.
Whereas...
So we gotta do like some shocking twists. We gotta, because there's two things you can do, right? Either one, lean into the nostalgia and just produce some crap, or do the David Lynch approach, which is what we're doing, and alienate our own audience.
That's what I love to do. You know, I'm always going by the David Lynch method.
Yes. So
I don't know what to say.
You said you like blood.
I do like blood. This doesn't look like blood.
This looks like a bucket of like red paint fell on his head. But his like hair is still perfectly styled.
I don't know where to begin almost. So I'm just going to go with the things that occur to me in real time.
Yes.
First of all, his hair it looks like his hair is red. It doesn't look like there's blood on it. It just looks like his hair is red. He's got a cool dye job. His glasses, they look like Stephen King's glasses. He's got an axe in his hand, which implies that he's axed someone.
On the glasses?
There's no blood on his glasses. Or his clothes. I don't know why he managed to have axed someone with the axe, as the axe has blood on it. Yet, for some reason, the blood is on top of him. So he axed someone who was above him. I have questions about that. You could say that there's nothing scarier than the author.
Yeah.
The author is the true monster.
Out of all authors, I think Stephen King might be the scariest.
Yeah. I've read quite a lot of Stephen King.
Yes, I know this about you.
I've had my fan moments. I read all of the Dark Tower series.
Oof.
I know. I still think it's got some pretty good stuff in there.
Do you like the movie?
I have not seen the movie. I refuse to taint my enjoyment of the Dark Tower by watching the movie. He's reading. He's not writing. He's just got a book, but he's reading the book as he axes someone and also has blood on his hair. What is the story here?
What is the story? Because like the blood on his head is probably supposed to be a Carrie thing, right?
Oh shit, you're right. I didn't even make that connection because he's not Carrie.
He's not Carrie, famously. If there's one thing we know about Stephen King is that he's not Carrie. But that's the one that is famous for like having blood dumped on her head, right? But then why does he have the axe?
Because he's also Misery.
I guess.
He's cutting off his own authorly foot in order to keep himself writing a book for himself. He's his own fan.
Maybe it's like maybe it is a thing about how he has to commit the murders himself so he gets a good story for his book.
Yes.
Which is fucked up that Stephen King would just tell that to Funko Pop. And he's still not in jail. Like, I think let's get a movement going. Let's get Stephen King in jail for his crimes. Prison abolition except for Stephen King.
Prison abolition, yeah. I mean, I think people have tried in the past to put him in jail, but he's just too slippery and he gets away every time.
Yeah.
He's just on the run. You know, he wrote Shawshank Redemption.
Oof.
It's autobiographical. They did put him in prison, but he escaped.
I always forget that he wrote that.
He wrote many good things. And also Shawshank Redemption.
I have also obviously not read it. I've only seen the movie.
I think the movie's better.
It's pretty good. I've seen it twice. Not out of my own choice, but
obviously Stephen King been committing Twitter crimes recently.
He has, yes.
Like many authors.
Someone? But has he X'd someone?
On Twitter or in general?
In general, or maybe on Twitter. Maybe on Twitter.
Probably.
Maybe he could have like metaphorically X'd, I don't know, someone.
Like his TV adaptions were axed. Well, hey.
Okay. Pretty good.
Thank you.
He was also like... I know you don't like The Shining.
I don't like The Shining.
But it's pretty funny how it's going on about how it's worse than his own TV movie version of The Shining.
And he's right. I haven't seen the TV movie, but I'm going to assume he's right because I don't like The Shining movie.
Looks pretty bad, Chaz. I think you wouldn't like it.
I might not, but I might be like, actually, this is subversive and excellent. I haven't liked any of his other TV shows, but I will watch The Mist. Okay, facing him on the battlefield is Futurama Robot Devil Funko Pop. Now, the thing is, Janos.
Yes.
Another fact about me that you're probably aware of. I love a robot.
And you love a devil. And
I love the devil. And I love the robot devil from Futurama.
No.
I don't think this is a great interpretation.
I have not seen Futurama, obviously.
Oh yeah, that's because you're a loser who's never even seen The Simpsons. But I love this guy. I love the robot devil.
I do love to see him, I must say.
He's a fancy man.
I love the concept of someone being a robot and a devil at the same time. I think there's so many possibilities, and I think more media should lean into stuff like that.
He's like in Robot Hell. It's very good. It's a pretty good episode of Futurama. You should watch Futurama. I'm just saying.
I might. I feel like there's a bigger chance of me watching Futurama than of me watching The Simpsons, honestly.
Well, there's less of it.
Between you and me.
Okay. I won't tell anyone.
But I love how, because Evan said this doesn't even look like a regular Funko Pop, but this is not like the Dalek. Like, I think this is an interesting fusion of, because the Dalek was like, oh, this is just not a Funko Pop. But this one is like, let's see what possibilities there are within the constraints of a Funko Pop.
Yeah.
You know, how can we improve on the formula? How can we put a twist on it?
How can we make like like a fun twist to the formula? He's got a tail. He's got a pitchfork. His head is like Funko aligned, but not that close. But his eyes are Funko eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Like there were like some other twists on the Funko head, like Doctor Who: The Silence, but they were always like wrinkly, or the White Walker.
Whereas this is like plainer.
Yeah.
And also, I love robots. And when I think about robots, I don't like humanoid robots. I don't like them if they're like superhuman-y. But if they're like robot-y, then they're like fun, and I like them.
Yeah. No, I think this robot devil is great. I think. What's up?
Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna just keep talking, I guess. How's everyone doing? The point I was gonna make is.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, good. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about Stephen King for a second. I was just gonna say I'm glad we got to talk about this because it's such a bizarre concept that they even did this, and the way they executed it. Like, why is he still holding a book?
Sorry, what?
Oh, I'm just talking about Stephen King.
Okay, I was reading the chat and it broke my brain.
I am not going to acknowledge that.
Okay.
Filthy people.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that these are the crowd we attract.
I mean, I can, but I'm reluctant to acknowledge it. Listen, I think it's the robot. He's a fun little robot. He makes me feel happy, and I start crying in my brain because I love robots so much.
I agree. Maybe I'll watch just that one episode, and to prepare for our next stream. Okay. This is. I think this is a great matchup.
This is difficult.
This is tough. So we have the Wolfman flocked. I decided to put, because there were different variants of the Wolfman. I decided to put in the flocked variant because it's the most wolf-like.
Yeah.
And then we have Disney Nightmare Before Christmas, Mayor with megaphone.
You see, I like the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. I think he's a fun character. I like the way his head turns around and it's different on the other side. Cool. That's like a fun detail that I think is quite, it's quite original.
I love the hat on this too.
Yeah, I like the hat.
It's a pretty cool Funko Pop.
I like the swirly eye. It's fun. His smile is a bit disturbing.
But it's Halloween.
But it is Halloween, which is a good point.
You know, if you don't get nightmares from a Funko Pop, what are you even doing?
I don't get nightmares from translucent Melisandre.
I mean, you can also get like sweet, beautiful dreams.
I do get fire visions though. I gotta say I like this Wolfman. I think he's a very odd shape.
It's a weird Wolfman.
Because I love werewolves. You know,
me too.
I love them a lot. I think about werewolves a lot in my head. In my head, I'm always thinking about werewolves.
Yeah, there's gonna be a sexy werewolf in our book.
Yeah, which there should be because they're obviously the best kind of scary romance option. But on the other hand, he's very odd looking.
This is such an odd. Like I don't think the round thing works for Wolfman.
I don't think it does.
He doesn't look wolfy.
He looks like someone's just dipped a guy in like mud or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
And I know it's actually furry, which is very cool for a Funko Pop to be actually furry.
Yes.
I just think the type of furry it is just very weird.
Yeah. It's the weird type of furry. Also, it has once again the don't talk to me before I had my coffee look, which all of these like classic monsters seem to have.
I think it's meant to make them look angry, but it just makes them look tired. It's the lack of eyebrows.
Yeah.
Because like the picture of him on the front is like, ooh, fearsome.
Yeah, that's better. It's still weirdly round. Like it still doesn't look like a wolfman.
The actual one is just kind of like, hello, it's me, the Wolfman.
I am not allowed to look at chat. This is so upsetting.
Yeah, the chat is very unhinged today. I
didn't think that this would happen if Chrissy and Evan end up in the same live chat, but apparently this is the
sort of
the vibe they're going with.
Yeah. Should have predicted it, to be honest. I'm gonna go. I can't, as much as I love werewolves. I can't
Yeah,
in
let's go
good. I
with the
can't in
man.
good conscience choose this wolf man.
It's such a shitty wolf, man.
Yeah. Um.
Pretty good turnout for Nightmare Before Christmas so far, I must say.
Chrissy says they're heckling. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. It's not the best, but it's all right. Nightmare Before Christmas,
Yeah.
Funko Pop. Oh,
Next. Okay. His face looks so bad.
you see, actually skinning a Funko Pop and then wearing it as a mask, I think would be pretty funny. But this is completely unrecognizable as what it's supposed to represent.
What's with his mouth? This
It's
is
got a
what it would
scary
look
mouth.
like. Because we had some mouth. We had
Hello?
important for them to have a mouth, like the Night King or like the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. But this is what it would look like if regular Funko Pops had mouths, and this is very upsetting to me.
Yeah, I don't love it. He's also got like the gotta have my coffee look, but like
Yeah.
sort of sideways.
But I already put on another Funko Pop skin on my head. Better get on with the chainsaw action, I guess. I have
Yeah.
not seen this movie.
Um,
Oh, it's just mankind. That's so true. God damn it.
I didn't remember what the Sarah Jessica Parker character in Hocus Pocus was called, and now I've been informed that her name is literally just Sarah, which is very funny.
I guess it's just Sarah. You get one.
Sarah, she is
Do you
good
think
and
she's
pretty.
one of those actors who has a hard time reacting to being called a different person's name, so she just has to be called Sarah?
Well, I mean, she spent a long time being called Carrie, so if she isn't
Uh-huh.
used to it, then I imagine that was a difficult time for her.
I, I think that's why Sex and the City was cancelled eventually. They just got too fed up with Sarah Jessica Parker not knowing what a Carrie is.
Yeah, they were like, we keep calling out Carrie does this, and she keeps being like, who? And we're like, Sarah, that means you, and then we have to make her do it,
We're
and it's
8
a really
seasons
long
in,
process.
Sarah. Why does Leatherface have a tie?
He's fancy.
He's a fancy boy. I guess he's dressed up for the occasion. I don't know. I'm leaning towards Disney Hocus Pocus.
Yeah,
Sarah, even though
I mean, I know it's a spooky thing, but I just find this Leatherface disgusting. It's just disgusting to look at, but not even in
disgusting.
like a scary way, just in a like, what
No,
is
this is
going
just a
on here?
pervert.
It's exactly.
This is the bad kind of pervert.
It's a bad kind of pervert again. Yeah, so I'm gonna go Sarah. I like that she's flying as well. I do think that's cool.
Yeah.
No,
Very realistic flying.
no. I can't believe you would do this to me.
Listen, it was in the Halloween collection.
I
It was the
can't
only Twin Peaks
believe
one that was in it.
you would do this to me.
Also, people have been asking for
Yeah.
for us to talk about Twin Peaks Laura in plastic. So
Yeah, and I have been saying that it's wrong and it's bad and you shouldn't have made it into a Funko Pop, and that's offensive to me and to everyone.
it's like the only time where murder, because Laura Palmer, contrary to popular belief, has been in Twin Peaks as an alive person. She has
Yes.
been, she's the main character of Fire Walk with Me.
Yes. She appears in dreams, she appears in flashbacks.
And she's great.
I was watching the first few episodes again last night. And I was
Did you like
struck by the tragedy of Laura Palmer's death once again, and
It's pretty
everyone's
sad.
very upsetting reactions to it.
I think the thing that I really like about and I've been saying this, I've always been saying this. The thing that I really like about the pilot of Twin Peaks is that I haven't seen like any similar kind of show where you like immediately feel the grief of everyone, like of the entire school, when they find out that Laura Palmer has died. Like it's so crushing. So I guess we're going with Scary Face.
I will not even defend the Laura Palmer plastic wrap Funko Pop because it legitimately makes me really mad. And I think it's really gross, and I don't think they should have made it. So I'm gonna go, Disney Nightmare Before Christmas. He's great, and he's doing his scary face, and I like his suit.
Yeah. It's so funny that they just called him Jack Skellington.
His name is Jack Skellington. He's the Pumpkin King.
He's a Skellington, so his name is gonna be just Skellington.
Jack Skellington. He's a fun guy.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
He's good. Fucking Danny Elfman is singing him, I guess. Okay.
What is he holding?
2 vampires.
Oh yeah, they are 2 vampires, but one's just a guy. And as much as I was,
this is such a boring Edward.
I think
both of them no teeth.
Both of them no teeth, no vampire affect. This is just a guy with good hair, admittedly pretty decent hair, and he sort of is recognizably
Robert Pattinson, yeah.
Is recognizably Edward Cullen, I think, because of the hair and also because of the jacket. He's got his famous Edward Cullen jacket.
Iconic.
Chat just doesn't understand the appeal of Bella Funko Pop because they don't have the gene that makes you able to appreciate Funko Pops in the right way. Which is
why
fine.
We're doing this.
I'm sorry for them, but
I guess we're gonna have
that's
to.
That's why we're streaming and they are merely watching.
Our cat is being very naughty today, and you know we're all for free speech. I think I've always been saying this. And
I've never said that. No.
But this is like, we are the authorities here, right?
Yeah.
So if we say the Bella is good, then she's good, and this is why you come here, right? Because you want 2 people who understand Funko Pops.
I think they come here to get mad at us. They're like, I feel like getting mad on this Wednesday, whatever it is where they are, and that's what they do.
Is this Dracula any better than the previous one we had?
I think they're all shit.
Pretty bad.
I think this Dracula is also crap, but I don't think the Twilight's particularly good one either. So I'm gonna go with Dracula.
A candle, I guess.
The candle's very weird. Is that a dragon?
I think it's a dragon that has a candle on its head.
The dragon has one head and it's a candle.
Yeah, let's just reluctantly go with Dracula with candle.
How many more matchups do we have?
1, 2.
Okay, thank God.
We've been talking for too long about Stephen King, I think.
Yeah, we went on a bit of a Stephen King thing, which was inevitable because I have a lot of opinions about Stephen King.
Yeah.
See, this is
but there's no Stephen King stuff gonna appear on the rest of this, or like the second half of this, so.
I don't believe you. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas, Jack Skellington. You see, this one's a bit sassy. He's like, hello.
I love how sassy he is. I love this pose.
I like his eyebrows. The suit he's wearing. It's interesting how he's one of the few with eyebrows despite being a skeleton.
He is just, when you have really strong eyebrows, that's because your bones also have eyebrows.
Yeah. Well, they kind of do. You have a brow bone. That's like a famous part of the skull.
Many people are saying this.
Listen. It's true.
I'm listening.
I'm just drinking this tea. I hope it's not incredibly audible that I'm just slurping down tea. Okay.
Yeah. This Friday the 13th, Jason, also not really doing it for me. I think I'm just really fed up. Like, as much as I am often delighted by the really classic monsters, like Metaluna Mutant.
Yeah.
I feel like I am tired of all the, like, 70s slasher monsters that got like 50s sequels after that, like fucking Jason, Freddy, the Texas Chainsaw guy,
Rocky.
Rocky from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I meant Rocky, the boxing man, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they're the same character, basically.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this guy also has he's like tired in one eye, but the other one is like wide open. So what's going on
That's
there?
a bit freaky. He's got a sleepy eye. That's how I look right now.
Yeah, that's how I've been looking
That's
for
how
the
I
past
look
like
because
half
of
years,
my
definitely.
horrible eye.
Yeah.
Except redder. Um,
Does that endear him to you?
it does a bit. But I just don't think. I know he's wearing a mask and therefore doesn't have a lot of emotion. But like,
Hmm.
he's just not giving me a lot of anything. You know, I'm not feeling anything.
He does look a little angry, but not scary.
He's dressed like Dean Winchester.
Yeah. Yeah, and this Jack is just great. Like I know we just got another Jack going through, but I love the sassy Jack. I love his, regular smile.
It's like his
He's not.
eyes. Are they hollow or are they just shiny? They are hollow, like a skull,
He might
right?
be hollow. He's a skeleton.
That's very cool. I like that. I like that you could just stick your finger in his eyes and they'd feel hollow. Texturally, I think that's enjoyable.
Yeah, it does look like there's holes in there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go. Also, Jack Skellington, and I
let's
know
go
we're
with
putting a
Jack.
lot of Nightmare Before Christmas characters, and that's only right.
I think the last matchup is gonna be hard for you. Maybe not.
Oh, I don't think so. I think there's only one correct answer here.
I guess. I guess we're going with Tiffany. I do think this Edward is much better than the previous one was.
I like that he's Edward Tuxedo.
Edward Tuxedo.
It looks kind of shitty. It looks like a shitty tuxedo. It looks far too big for him.
I mean, when you're 900 years old, it's it's tough to, and when you're a vampire, it's tough to get a suit fitted. Um,
Tiffany does
Probably.
look like a human Funko Pop.
Tiffany, yeah, I is not really giving me
I'm not like this is a
monster doll
doll.
vibes. Like
No.
especially because you showed me earlier what she looks like.
Yeah, which is super cool.
Yeah.
Um, Goth GF.
Hmm. And she's kind of goth in this one. Like she has the makeup. Uh, she has like the hair.
I'm sad she
She
doesn't
has
have like
the.
a mouth though. I think she needs her cool lipstick to be true.
Mm.
Oh, but she's got very thin eyebrows, which I think is cool.
Give Tiffany a mouth.
Amanda Palmer
No,
Funko Pop.
Amanda Palmer Funko Pop.
Um, this is quite hard actually. There's
Yeah.
things that I dislike and things that I like about both of them. You know, neither of them are winners, but they both have
Hmm.
like some features that are good.
I feel like this Edward looks more like a vampire than the previous one somehow. I don't know if he like looks
It's the
paler to
hair.
me.
The hair's sort of sticking up, and he does look paler. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks less like a
Yeah, the
guy.
tux gives him Tuxedo, which is like the nickname he's going by in the movies famously.
Yeah, they call him Edward Tuxedo. They're like,
Uh-huh.
oh, that guy. Bella's like, who are they? And her school friends are like, that's Edward Tuxedo. We call him that because he's always wearing a tuxedo. And Bella's like, oh, that's so intriguing. Why is he always wearing a tuxedo? So she should have known he's. So when she goes to him, she's like, you'll have pale skin. You don't go out in the sun. You're always wearing a tuxedo. I know what you are. And he's like, say it. And she's like, oh, you're a ballroom dancer.
Then she quotes Shakespeare at her and she loves it.
He's like,
He has
oh,
very shiny eyes, like for a vampire.
do they not have shiny eyes?
Oh, maybe they do.
He's meant to have like amber eyes. They like glow and stuff.
I mean, I wouldn't call this amber.
No, but none of them have colored eyes really.
Yeah. Which is big miss out for Funko. Like if you're watching this, Mr. Funko, Mr. Pop, um, just a suggestion. Maybe there's some other parts of Funko Pops that you can apply paint to. And it's the eyes. I'm talking about the
What are you
eyes.
talking about? It's the eyes. It's not any other part, but it is the eyes.
Yeah.
That gives you like people love eye colors in books.
They're obsessed with eye colors in ways I don't notice people's eye colors until like I have known them for a long time, I guess.
Well, when I'm meeting people, I have to study their eyes very carefully to be like, what can I pick up from,
Uh-huh.
the color? Are they like a feisty person? Are they
What color
like
would that be?
green? Obviously, are they like
Okay.
they got brown eyes and therefore they're like a side character? Are they a main character and therefore have blue eyes? It's like all those.
I have like always when people ask what my eye color is, I'm like sweating because I can never decide if it's blue or gray or green. Like I feel like on
They're all
different
the
days it
same.
looks different. I guess.
Yeah, you're like, and my eyes change color depending on my mood.
Uh-huh.
Or you look in the mirror and you go, I looked into my bluey grey eyes and thought about how ugly I was. I then tossed my long, shoulder length blonde hair.
I'm always saying that.
I know, I've heard you say it.
That's what you miss by like that's the parts of our podcast that we cut out where I
Yeah.
just talk about how ugly I was today when I looked into the mirror.
Like, I looked at my nose and my brain and my eyes and I went, it will do for today, but it won't attract any people as I go about my daily life or have an adventure. And then suddenly it does, and I'm like, shit, I was wrong again.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
That feel when you don't think you're gonna encounter an adventure that day and it's accidentally the plot of the entire novel that
Yeah,
you're
you
in.
say, I don't think anything ever happens to me, and then suddenly it does.
God, I should say that more often.
I don't want more things to happen.
I don't think
know.
anything will happen to the president of the United States today.
Nothing ever happens to the president, There hasn't been one assassinated or, like, really died while being president for ages.
That's true.
It just doesn't happen.
They just don't do them like they used to be.
No. Everything is just declining. Standards are falling everywhere.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, which of these do you prefer?
I think I prefer Edward, but I could go with Tiffany.
I'll go with Edward. I've
Okay.
changed my mind. I'm too enamored by my tuxedo story that I've invented.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We're gonna have to like, cause here's the thing. Bella Forrest isn't gonna watch this, so we can like put a variation of that into our book.
Yeah.
Like just some character who is known by the thing they're wearing, and it's a tuxedo, and they're called tuxedo.
That is, isn't that like a character from Sailor Moon?
I don't know. I haven't seen Sailor Moon.
He's called like. Okay, bye, Chrissy.
Hi, Chrissy.
Nana as well. I think we should bring this to the end of it.
Yeah.
Not that it hasn't been an enjoyable hour and a half, but you know,
I thought this is gonna be like 45 minutes, 50
it
minutes.
never was gonna be.
Because it's not that many matchups, and I thought this is like not Game of Thrones where it's like something we care a lot about. But apparently there's a lot to say about spooky stuff.
I am nothing if not poorly argued but extremely strongly held opinions.
That's good.
Love this clown.
That's what we need.
This clown is
A
I
top
think
contender
a top
for sure.
contender at the moment.
Yes.
This Bella, very good to me. I like how she's
Robot
standing,
Devil
and I think her
is
hair
another.
is cool.
She's so good. I can't believe how good this generic ass Funko Pop is.
Robot Devil, also front runner. Not looking at this. No.
Not looking at him, not acknowledging him or her.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much all the really good ones that I'm thinking of at the moment.
Oh, and let's not forget about Metaluna Mutant.
Oh yeah, Metaluna Mutant, also very good.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for watching the first round of our Funkoween 2020 Funko Pop Spooktacular. We've got another group of round 1 people coming up soon, correct?
Yes.
I don't know when I'm going to do that. When I have time. I'm very busy, but it's fine. We'll find the time.
It's fine.
So it could happen at any time.
Any time, baby.
Anytime. Until then, we'll see you in whatever other capacity we normally talk to you. In one of our many forums or podcasts.
One of our many creative outlets.
Yeah.
We love to put out into the world.
If you haven't yet watched the video I made for Who Watches the Watch yesterday, you should watch it because it took me like a day and a half.
Yeah, please watch it.
Even though it's like 1 minute and 10 seconds long, it was a undertaking.
I think everyone needs to watch it because I think it will make everyone less sexist.
It will cure you of your misogyny.
Yeah.
Which is good, and you will need it, obviously.
Yeah, you can, join us in our team of male feminist allies that currently consists of George and me.
Yeah. As a male feminist, I endorse this message.
Yes. And as a male feminist, I have been enjoying this stream. Everyone needs to tell us how great the stream was because otherwise you're probably a misogynist. So
yeah, I agree. Okay.
All right.
Okay. I am Chaz.
I'm Janos.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.